Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday, new comic book day. It's time to review books that are coming out the following Wednesday, August 3rd. So let's take a look and see what might be interesting to take a look at that's coming out next week. We're going to use Midtown as our proxy for this, so let me just blow that up a little bit so it's a little bit bigger. All right, I think that's easier to see. All right, we'll start off with Dark Horse. Avatar, Adapt or Die. Of course, you've got the new Avatar movie coming out. I think it's coming out in fall or maybe wintertime, I think. I think it's coming out later this year. I remember seeing a trailer for it. Yeah, I don't think it'll do as well as the first movie did. It's tough to, sequels are tough. But who knows? I mean, James Cameron, you can never count him out. I like the fact that he has been pushing back against the woke culture lately. So I'm interested to see what he does with the second movie. But who knows? That might draw some interest into the comic book. I don't think the comic books have really moved a whole lot because of the movies. But we'll see. Let's see, we've got what else? Frankenstein New World #1. This is a new #1 issue. I think it's like the third Frankenstein book that they've done. I remember collecting the first series that Mike Mignola wrote. It's probably a good read. I mean, I think it's probably a good read, but I'm not really collecting that. I might read it on digitally when it's finally completed. Let's see what else we got here from Dark Horse. Survival Street. So I guess this is a kind of a play on Sesame Street, maybe. I think this cover looks pretty funny. I did see the SNL skit. The guy from Stranger Things, David. Yeah, he's the big guy in Stranger Things. I can't remember his name, David something. But they do a live action of Sesame Street. Kind of reminds me of this. He plays the Grouch. I don't know. This looks interesting. Maybe this will be a hit. I like this cover, though. I think the B cover is the way to go. Looks pretty funny. So I think that would be the one. If I was going to pick up one of those covers, I'd go with the B cover. DC Comics, you got a nice cover by Christian Ward for Aquaman Andromeda #2. And also a nice cover by Doug Braithwaite for the B cover. That's pretty nice too. I like both covers actually. The incentive cover is okay. I don't think it's as good as the first two though. So go figure. Batman Beyond Neo Year #5. I have not been collecting this. I think I might have picked up the first issue just to see if it was any good. I don't think it caught my attention, so I didn't keep collecting it. Batman Killing Time #6. I have been collecting the Cale No covers. Cale No's art's amazing. Again, another beautiful cover by him. I pre-ordered these in advance, so of course I get them cheaper than. I mean, Midtown has them at full cover price of $6. Make sure you pre-order. I get everything about 36 to 40% off usually. Batman Killing Time #6. You've got the Ben Oliver cover. I do like this cover. I did pre-order this from Things from Another World. I like Ben Oliver's artwork. I think this is a really good cover by him. $18. So it's a 1 in 25 selling below ratio. That seems to be the way things are going these days. I don't know. The Federal Reserve raised interest rates today 75 basis points. So I guess maybe that means the banks might start paying a little bit more interest. But he went on and said the Federal Reserve chairman went out, James Powell. He said that there's no recession. I don't know. I think people would debate that, but it seems like comic books are not flying off the shelves these days. At least it appears that way to me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you are seeing the same thing. Let's see. Batman #126 is coming out next week. That's a big book. Again, the second issue by the new writer Chip Zdarsky. Got a nice Jimenez cover. The Garner cover is nice as well. You've got a Gillian March incentive cover. Actually, it's not an incentive cover, just a C cover. You've got a Michael Janin swimsuit cover. Man, a bunch of covers here. The Inhook Lee, that's the 1 in 25. That one's really nice. I love a red cover. That's a really nice cover by Inhook Lee. I believe I pre-ordered that. The incentive cover, gold foil cover by Jock. That is a 1 in 50. Notice they have it priced slightly above ratio at $54. That one will probably be in demand. And then you've got a one, I believe this is a 1 in 100 cover by Ryan Sook. I kind of like the design of it with Catwoman kind of leaning in over the edge of the window there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I didn't pre-order that. I wasn't going to spend $100 on that. By the way, I'm probably pulling away from buying a lot of these 1 in 100 covers unless the cover really, really just knocks my socks off. I probably won't be picking up any 1 in 100s or 1 in 75s. It's got to be a really fantastic cover for me to shell out that kind of money. They're just too risky. Again, this is a 1 in 100 ratio book that's selling at Midtown for $72. That means it's going to be probably $60 to $70 easily on eBay. So not real great if you pre-ordered it for $100. Batman White Knight Presents Red Hood #1. Again, black label, Sean Murphy. You've got interior art by DeMeo. It should be a good series. I tend to pick up all of these, at least the A cover. So grab the A cover there. There is a B cover by Oliver Copiol. You've got a C cover incentive by DeMeo, 1 in 25 cover, slightly above ratio. And you've got the 1 in 50 cover, of course, above ratio, which is just a version of the B cover, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I picked up the 1 in 25 just because it was more of a unique cover than the B cover, than basically the B cover version. I don't know. It just didn't make sense to pick that up. All right, let's move down the list. Dark Crisis #3. I believe I pre-ordered this one, the design cover. This is the first cover appearance. This issue has the first appearance of Red Canary, and there's also her first cover appearance right there in the design variant. So I did grab one of those. Didn't pre-order it though because I didn't, the cover art wasn't out when I was doing my pre-order, so I grabbed it off Things from Another World, off their site. There's also the 1 in 25 cover. Notice the price, $13.50. That is a pretty good discount. I like John Guillaume's artwork. I think the cover is pretty good. I'm a little shocked that it's priced at that price. I mean, that's way below ratio. So, and remember, this is a first appearance of a character in here, so I would have expected that to have done a little bit better price-wise. You've got a couple more covers here. You got another, I think this is another 1 in 25 by Ethan Young. Or actually, no, that's a 1 in 50. See how they have these priced? This is the 1 in 50, priced at $27, almost half of what it should be. You've got the 1 in 100 priced at $58. So I don't know why the pricing is so off, but I don't know. DC versus Vampires #8. I really like that Nathan Surdy cover. Is it Surdy? I think it's Surdy. You've also got the John Guillaume cover. Another nice one by him. I'm glad he's getting a lot of work with DC. He used to just do exclusives. And I've had him on my channel before. Really, really nice guy. Very humble. And I'm glad he's getting regular work from DC. That's awesome. All right, what else we got coming out here next week? Harley Quinn #18. I think I pre-ordered this one. Yeah, I like those homage covers, that throwback cover. That's basically what Batman #1 homage. Instead of Robin swinging on the rope, you've got Harley Quinn. You've got a Rose Besch cover. as well coming out next week. Let's see. This is my Stephanie Hans cover, Multiversity Teen Justice #3. I don't collect this series at all, but that is a nice cover by Stephanie Hans. If you like Joshua Middleton, new champion of Shazam #1. It's totally not a book I would buy, but it is a nice cover by Middleton. Well, I remember several years ago, he used to be super hot. Everyone was going crazy for his covers. There's another nice Middleton cover, Poison Ivy #3. That's a really nice one. I think I pre-ordered that one. There's the Stanley Artgerm cover. Joel Jones cover. You've got a Franny cover and the Seb McKinnon cover. I really like this book, this cover. I did pre-order that one. That's a 1 in 50. That's just a beautiful cover. I mean, that's like a masterwork right there. Beautiful. Sword of Azrael #1. Bunch of covers there. I kind of like the red and white cover there by Claire Rowe. That one's pretty good. We've got a Joe Quesada cover. That's a 1 in 50 for $45. Sword of Azrael, Dark Night of the Soul. What is this? Is this another series? I don't know what's going on. Can't keep up with all the DC books. I'm sure most of them don't sell anyways. But all right, that's it for DC. Dynamite Entertainment. I don't think there was anything in their offerings next week that caught my interest. I think most of it seemed pretty par for the course. Yeah, I didn't see anything that looked all that great. I don't know. Maybe you guys like something. That Lyrics League cover is pretty nice, I guess, for Red Sonja, Red Sitha #4. That one looks okay. We got an Ultraviolet Virgin cover. Samurai Sonya #2, the Lyrics League Virgin cover for $45. That's still available at Midtown. We got the Vampirilla Strikes Perio limited cover for $45, and the Yoon cover for $45. So those are still available. IDW. Yeah, these John Royal covers have been pretty hot lately. The last one did pretty well. I think was it $294 or $295? It was a snow cover. It did really well. It sold out and has been selling for a pretty decent amount on eBay. This one's okay. Not as good as the snow cover for sure, but still available at Midtown. Godzilla Rivals versus Batra #1. A couple different covers there. The incentive cover is kind of unique. It looks interesting. Kind of looks like a poster art type of cover. It's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. That's it for IDW. Image. Closet #3. If you're a Tinian fan, you may want to grab this one. I did pick up the first 2 issues. I thought it was pretty good, so I'll probably continue with that. Just grabbing, probably just the A covers, all I'm grabbing. We got a new #1, Dead Lucky. Bunch of covers there. I don't know much about this book, but sometimes it's not a bad idea to at least pick up the A cover of a new #1. Obviously, if you'd done that with 8 Billion Genies, that worked out pretty well. It's a $30 book now. You got a second printing available still at Midtown. So if you didn't get the first print, you can at least get a second print and read the story. King Spawn. Yeah, I don't see much else from Image that caught my eye. Spawn #332. Matina cover's awesome. I always pick up Matina covers, especially when you pre-order. You're pre-ordering this for under $2, so you can't go wrong with a Matina cover for under $2. Can't go wrong with that. All right, that's it for Image. Oh, Twig #4 is coming out. Yeah, this is another sore spot for me. I pre-ordered this black and white cover thinking, Scotty Young has had a history of doing these black and white sketch covers. Middle West did really well. That was like a $30 book that ended up being like a $200 book. This is a 1 in 100, so I thought issue 4, there's probably not a lot of shops are going to order heavy on it, but I mean, it's still not sold out at Midtown, and look how they have it priced, $67.50. That should be a $100 book, priced at least $90, right? It should be priced at $100 minus the discount of 10%. It should be priced at $90 with Midtown. They've got it priced at $67.50, so that should tell you something. I don't know if that's indicative of the comic book market or that particular series isn't doing well. I'm not too sure, but that one is way below ratio, way below. All right, moving on to Marvel. I think there was just a couple books that looked interesting next week from Marvel. Demon Wars, Iron Samurai, I'm going to pass on that. Edge of Spider-Verse Volume 2, number 1. It's definitely worth picking up the first couple issues. They're usually some kind of first appearance. You got the new Edge of Spider-Verse movie coming out, I think early next year. So, yeah, I think the Scotty Young cover will be popular. You've got this incentive design cover, and of course the 1 in 25 by Ramos. I think my favorite might be just the regular A cover, though, to be honest. I think that one looks the best. To each his own. All right, Ghost Rider number 5. Cale No cover's just awesome. I mean, he's killing these A covers. I wouldn't even bother looking at anything else. Just the A cover by No is worth it. The Mango cover by Carlos is good as well, though. I like that cover. All right. Iron Man number 22. Alex Ross cover looks okay. You've got a Berens cover, Predator cover that looks pretty good. I really dig the Lozano cover, though. I pre-ordered that one as soon as I saw it. I love that's a total cover buy. Not really reading Iron Man, nor do I know what's going on with Iron Man, but I love that cover. So total cover buy there. Moon Knight number 14. Not been keeping up with Moon Knight. I think I dropped it after issues 7 or 8. So I've not been reading it consistently. But for those of you that are, yeah, if I made a mistake, let me know in the comments. Maybe I should be picking that up again. I don't know. All right, Spider-Punk number 4. I really like the first issue incentive cover by Akazaki. I thought he did a great job. This cover is just okay for me. So, yeah, I really only picked up the first 2 issues. That was it. Star Wars Halcyon Legacy number 5. You got a nice A cover by Gist. Tales of Suspense number 57. I don't know that I'll ever own the first appearance of Hawkeye. It's a pretty expensive book, but I can own the facsimile. And believe it or not, years down the road, these facsimile books are worth money. I think Hulk 181 facsimile still sells for about $20. So they do go up in value. Not tremendously, but they do go up. Thor number 26. Really nice second printing cover by Gary Frank. I like that look of that cover, but I've not been collecting that series. I think Cates did not do a great job with it, so I dropped that a while back. That does it for Marvel. Not too many independents next week that I really liked, but I'll show you guys a couple that looked decent. I think Basilisk is getting ready to end. That's a Cullen Bunn book. This Bloodborne Lady of the Lanterns number 1, the D cover by Kowalski looks pretty good. It's a nice looking cover. Let me move down the list here. Duel number 3. It's a really good series. I like the writing on it. I read the first 2 issues. It's been really good. You got good artwork by Alex Cormack and good writing by Martins. So, yeah, I recommend picking that up. It's totally a good read. Fox and Hare, I don't know anything about that. Death Dealer, 4th printing. So if you're collecting the later printings, you may want to take note of that. Grimm, 2nd issue, 2nd printing is out next week. That's a good read. I read the first 2 issues. I liked it. Hawk the Slayer, #1. This is a Garth Ennis book. Cover looks pretty cool. Rebellion Comics is probably a low print run. I don't know anything about the interior artist Henry Flint, but might be worth grabbing. There's just the 1 issue, no other covers. Magic #17. Got some Zenoscope books. I think we're getting near the end here. Power Rangers. Once and Future 28. I think that series ends at issue 31 or 32. I think it's getting close to ending soon. I could totally see that being made into a streaming show at some point. And I think we're getting near the end. Sacrament #1. I don't know anything about that. Two Gun Terror. Kind of dig that C cover though, by Buzz Hassan. That looks pretty cool. A lot of detail on that. Looks pretty nice. And I think that does it. Yep, we're in the trade paperbacks. So that's it, guys. There is your books coming out next Wednesday. Let me check the chat real quick just to recognize some people here. We got G2 Key Comic. Good to see you. Luis Ramirez 504. Funk Comics 814. Good to see you as well. We got Kenneth Bird and Air Spider 23. He says, I have so many weeks of books in my Midtown cart. There you go. GTK Comics is not a good time to be a comic book seller, good time to buy. Yep, there's definitely some deals out there right now. All right, guys, that's all I had for you. I appreciate you tuning in. I will try to do a live stream this week, so Thursday evening. I'm going to try to do a live stream probably later in the evening. It's just been too hot to do it outside. It's so muggy lately. Plus, it's been raining pretty much every evening. So look for that. I'll send out notifications on that tomorrow night. Hope everyone has a great day. I'll see you guys soon.